Yeah, we should have them move the carnival. This place seems dangerous.
13. That was real close to the 1.
13.
That's bad.
Not great. Get a 13 in.
Okay.
3.
So we need a 5th dice.
Yeah.
So, one of you will now be rolling a D. Let me double check here. Double check the rules on this. I think we go.
Oh, and I've collected Tina back onto the stick and everything.
No body, Stephen buried. Tina ate.
Are just one of the dice that you guys?
Yeah. Okay. Yes, we need another large dice. We have another one somewhere?
Yeah, we have 3 on this side.
Okay.
Oops.
Okay. And then we had a 2 and a 3.
Yep.
Okay. And that has been noted. Okay. You all managed to wake. As it has been 8 hours, I need you to roll all 5 dice.
So we do get a long rest, though?
You get a long rest.
19.
2 and 11. He's got an 11, so there's another. Now we need a 6 die.
No, now one of them goes to a D12.
Okay.
I rolled a 12.
You roll a 12. Okay.
So one of this is now a D12.
12.
Okay.
Somebody roll a d12.
What did you roll? 19.
I don't think we need the D12 for this one. It'd be just next
Okay.
time, right?
Okay, so as you wake, you find the other carnies all kind of gathering together at the mess cart to find breakfast. A couple of them have kind of ventured off into town. In total, there appears to be about 20 people kind of in this group. As you are all sitting down to eat, there is that unfortunate sound of crackle in the air as everyone looks around the table in that momentary glance of horror as a pocket opens up right above where everybody is eating, a little bit off to the side, and you see a very quick progression of 3 meteors come through. Bam, bam, bam.
Good thing we healed.
I need you guys to roll a dexterity save.
17.
You save.
13.
You do not save.
13.
You do not save.
I don't see.
You don't save. Okay.
They're very bored again.
I don't even remember part of the yesterday, and she's like, "This has been a real rough couple days."
So many meetings.
So, we start off with 13 force damage.
Okay.
You take half. Then, progressively, 2, 3, 4, 6. You take another 7 fire damage. You guys take sorry, take 6 fire damage, and you guys take 12. And then
Is this killing all the carnies? I don't know how much health they have.
Yeah. Maybe they save.
you take another 2, and you guys take another 5 fire damage as one of the tables with the
Rural.
I don't remember if I had mentioned it before. There's a couple of like handsome but dumb
Yeah,
carnies.
the bimbos.
Yeah.
Yes,
Or himbos, I
the
mean.
himbos.
Himbos.
The table of himbos gets hit,
Yeah.
and they are just immolated.
Aww.
Bye, himbos.
You see like that
As hot in death as they were in life.
Did you say that?
No, I don't think so. I don't think
their bodies like fly up into the air, and as they are flying through the air, they get engulfed by like the first set of flames, and then like by the second set of flames as that like impact spray moves away from you.
There's probably no way I can save them.
There is nothing left for you to save.
All my magic equipment didn't do anything. All her healing stuff. Because I had that. The tiara they said had healing. Her cloaks had healing. Or
I mean,
not healing, or enchantments, I guess.
They have enchantments, but
Oh, just enchantments to like be clean.
mhm.
She had one thing that
Look
was
how clean you
protection.
are.
She had one thing that was protection.
Yeah, it was a protection +2, I believe, right?
Oh, like to the AC.
Yeah.
I'll keep that in mind for later.
Alright,
Where's our
go
deal?
back to bed now.
Yeah. Okay.
You give me a perception check to see if you can find Zardoom.
She's now naked. All
I've
her
never
fur is
seen
singed
Zardoom
up.
and the meteors in the same place at the same time.
And you still haven't.
Suspicious.
You look around for Zardoom, and you remember that Zardoom was not even there when you went to bed. Didn't see her like helping with any of the cleanup activities, nor was she around for sleep.
Yeah. If I had remembered yesterday, I would have known she was there when I did my sermon, but I don't.
I find this kind of odd, and I actually go searching for it.
Okay.
How far afield do you want to go searching?
I mean, where are we at?
You kind of over like, yeah, over in that area.
Okay. Well, where's the snake lady?
She's sitting there having lunch with having breakfast with everybody else.
So is this mess like part of the carny or part of the
Yeah,
town?
it's part of the carny.
So they gonna have to like repair it? Like, did it come crashing through the ceiling, or it just appeared in our space?
So
inside?
you are like a bunch of tables that's just kind of set out in front of this like.
Okay, so
thing.
it's not like in like one of their.
No.
Okay, got it. Okay. That's what I was saying. I was like, now we're
Think of it like you're on picnic tables.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
There's a couple of picnic tables that they have lost,
Okay.
but they've also lost the corresponding people to sit at those picnic tables. So
It's fine. Okay.
Okay, so yeah, I go on a quick, scouting mission, asking people if they'd seen her.
oh, Zardoom has left, as is her way.
Left.
Gone ahead. She has gone to scout the path.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, and then I try to go back to sleep.
He can go-
Got from a long rest, Otter.
I'm tired.
okay, so
I'm down 30 hit points now.
Yeah. Same.
Drink some potions.
okay, so as you crawl back into your your bunk,
Stay soft.
what are you guys doing?
I mean, I'm up. I'm whatever we do during the day at the carnival now.
Okay, so with very little like joy on anybody's face, you see everybody like finishing up their breakfast and kind of finishing up the closing up of shop. As things are packed, you see Min kind of like step out and look around, and there's a look of it's always hard to read a goblin's expressions. There is he either has like gas, feeling a bit gassy, might need to take a poop, or
It's the default expression, I think.
right, but it's like there's some expression there of discomfort or unpleasure as he pulls out this little glass container, sets it down, and says, "Come on out, Tiny," and lifts up the thing, and kind of as he does, almost immediately, Tiny poofs into place and in front of the menagerie, and like is harnessed up, kind of. He's got the positioning all like worked out, so he does that. The beetles are, you see them lashing up the beetles for pulling the foreign one, and they pull out, and as he does, you see the whole thing just kind of lift up out of the ramp that it's like in, and everybody starts falling in to leave town as they head towards the rising sun.
Okay.
Otter has gone to bed. Are you hopping on a thing, or are you walking?
I'm hopping on a thing.
Yeah, you're not
Okay.
walking.
As Nero pointed out, we've done a shit ton of walking the last week.
Okay.
This old man needs to rest.
So, am I in one of the wagons now, or am I still in the tent? Or
Well,
what?
if you went to go climb in your bunk, you're in your bunk
Which is
in a wagon.
Yeah. Okay.
It's in the menagerie. There's a number. It's a kind of a communal sleeping
Kinda like
hostel
a
area.
house.
Yeah.
I am going to do the same thing, but not in the menagerie. I'm gonna fly up on here, kind of perch, and just you deleted like more than half my health instantly. So I think he's like kind of all like charred up and beat up, and I'm just gonna nest up there.
Okay.
I'm also in the menagerie. She doesn't remember anything.
Okay.
So,
You
I was gonna say, if there's no one else in the
roll a
menagerie,
perception check.
Otter's
I know, but like he's fine. I mean, like him or some other. I might do the sermon because I haven't done one from my perspective.
fine.
21.
So as you are getting, as you're thinking about doing your sermon,
Yeah.
you see the symbol of Lolth scrawled in guts
Oh
on the
yeah.
Spooky. Somebody else here is a worshiper of love. You have to find out who it is.
Would I recognize that was me?
wall. Roll a history check with
I have
disadvantage.
fanciful writing.
A symbol?
Yeah, I have a little swirl on it.
Disadvantage, madam.
Okay.
It's like a happy face at the bottom.
XOXO Anansi.
Smack. Skilled with a kiss.
Okay, that's a 4. So
You do not.
Somebody's killed your brethren and used them.
You can't tell. You can't tell where the guts come from. You can just
Oh,
see
you
the
can't tell
symbol.
spider guts? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Well, then-
you'd be able to see like all the smashed spiders on the ground.
Would you be looking for smashed spiders?
no. But I guess if I saw it, well, I mean, we'll do this. If I see them or not. 7. I don't see them anyways. So, but I call it that. Is only Otter in the menagerie right now?
Otter. Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, I chitter out to the spiders and I said,
There's probably a couple of other of the help that are
Oh.
kind of lingering here.
okay, well, I just do it very quietly. And I chitter out and I ask, who is the servant of Loth that made this?
You.
I don't know what I'm really gonna do with that. When did I do this?
Yesterday. It's a good sermon.
I'll tell him that
Lolth.
Praise love.
I just imagine you like on your bed, like under the blanket, with little spiders, just chittering like nobody can hear you.
So can
So
I hear them?
Yeah, I'm sure you could. You got a pretty high
Chittering.
passive.
Yeah. So in Elvish, I'm like, throw back the blanket, sit up in bed. I'm like, would you shut the fuck up? Jesus
trying to
Christ. God damn, I'm trying to sleep. I just got my ass handed to me. You're worried about spiders and bug guts.
you might feel better if you were worshiping Loth, as
Well,
you
you
should.
kissed my butthole. And
I also love like the image in my head of like everybody like jovially like not really everybody got crushed by a meteor, and then we're like sitting around having breakfast and like you just watch like 6 people just get deleted, and then they're like, well, might as well finish our breakfast, I guess. That sucked. And they just like keep eating their breakfast. Just like dead bodies and flaming
The show must go on.
viscera just in the
I'm like,
It's
isn't it like a day off love, whatever her name is? Isn't it like her day to rest? Good God, she needs a day to rest too.
So we find ourselves on the road in the menagerie, which you were sitting on top of the 4-in-1.
What
So
is the 4-in-1? I don't think that's been explained.
the 4-in-1 is this 4 houses in one vehicle.
I mean, I'm just fucking with you.
well, I don't know, so I'm actually
Fair enough.
So that was the big one here that said play games. There's like 4 like little huts kind of glued together. That's the 4-in-1. Then it's usually the menagerie, and then there are 4 covered wagons that kind of go beyond that, and then every once in a while there's a couple others that would like be a part of this caravan.
Is this sort of like I hate to ask kind of the same question I answered, but is it sort of like, is it actually like a little like tour bus, or is it like more like a pocket dimension sort of thing where you really go in, it's much bigger than it looks like?
So the menagerie is like a 2-story tour bus. There's underneath, they have parts and like stands that are kind of like stuck in there, but then above is places for people to like live, whatever. On the end of the menagerie, there's like a little bit of a balcony, so that if depending on how it's set up, the menagerie could be backed into. Again, you haven't seen this yet, but I'll just tell you, it could be backed into a tent to have like there be a like a balcony in the tent, right? A lot of these wagons and the parts that comprise them have multiple purpose like uses.
I was just picturing like a sort of Harry Potter-esque design where they like walk into that tent and it's like it looks like a small tent. It's like
It expanded, like space expanding.
Not that you can remember.
No.
However, that was the sense that you got as you entered that particular room in the 4-in-1.
Yeah. You know, I keep on thinking you're saying foreign.
I know, that's what I was making a joke on.
4-in-1.
Yeah.
It's a play on words, a riff. I like it.
No, she doesn't remember anything. She's doing her sermon again.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
My first time doing it here.
Were you doing your sermon?
In my bed. Again.
Under the book.
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
like, like kicking my feet like a kid who doesn't want to go to school. Like, no. Like rolling around like
used to-
just fucking a burrito.
I'm used to tuning out stuff. Just tune them out. We've traveled a long time. We've probably done this before too.
All right. Driving me crazy. I'm gonna drink one of these dirty fucking healing potions.
You're driving the guy who has like little host of imaginary talking friends crazy.
Yeah.
That's totally on point. So are you proper resting, or are you just kind of chilling up on top of the 4-in-1?
Both.
Like, are you trying to take a long rest?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
'Cause I'm
Okay.
screwed up. I mean, I could theoretically. I could
So,
heal myself.
I'll start with you, because the other you two are effectively out cold, and you are. Were you in the menagerie, or you're going to be in one of the other places?
I'm not in the menagerie. I'm probably with like more where the carnies are, or like everybody else is. If there's like a common area.
Okay, so there's the 4-in-1 has the 4 beetles out in front of it, and way on the front there is a like harness master who kind of sits out and directs like the traffic, or directs that caravan, right? Like it's a carriage, kind of like one of those really long, like when they move the rocket ships. Like there's like 2 or 3 people like on that caravan, and the parts move independently. He is sitting way out in front, like on a dock, or like on a God, my brain is not functioning today. Like on a
flatbed?
no, it is a like, so there's like a diving board that comes off the front, but it has like a little cockpit up there. So he's like well out in front of the harness, but he is, yeah, it's kind of like that, but it's like just in front of where the beetles' faces would be. So he can see like everything that the head beetles can see, and he's just a little bit ahead of them, so like they're following him, kind of. And so you see that though you would notice this as you were leaving town. The 4-in-1 has a very big turning radius. Like it's a massive beast to turn. The beetles carrying it, like they don't really notice the weight necessarily because they're huge. But like, yeah, it would probably take a team of like 200 horses to move this thing. Like you can tell just like how the amount of sound that it makes as it like rattles along. Behind you see the dinosaur like pulling the menagerie, and Min is not sitting there, like not like when they came into town you saw him like leading the dinosaur. Now what you see is one of like, it's Remy is sitting there with like a stick to like get the dinosaur to walk forward. There's like a rabbit hanging there on the stick, and it's just a really long stick hanging out over him. He's got it kind of positioned so he's not actually holding anything. It's just like hanging out over the dinosaur's face. And then behind that there's 4 carts, wagon or cloth covered wagons. One of them is Vera's Vardo, which is a little bit more wooden. Like it looks more like a gypsy wooden hut. And they're all being pulled by oxen. So where would you choose to sit?
I guess the question is there like, is everybody kind of like in their own separate wagon at this point?
You see that they all kind of like they seem to all have I'm not going to say designation, but maybe a preferred location.
Okay. I mean, there isn't anybody I particularly gravitate to, I guess, but I also don't really want to go back to the menagerie. I don't know. He'll probably just like find a quiet spot to sit, relatively quiet. And
Okay, well, if you can sit on the back of the menagerie. There's a balcony there, and you can just let the world pass you by as you're looking towards the ass end of the caravan.
Great. I'll
Okay.
do that.
Sit up there and be studious and
Yeah.
ponder
Okay.
Let's see.
it.
So-
Yeah, exactly.
For all
That's
everybody who's got a beard is just all doing it the
There's
same.
3 of us now. That's
some
awesome.
imagery.
So, as you are, you've only been unpetrified now for about probably about 24 hours at this point. you look up and you see the sky is alight with these like meteors flying back and forth. Some of them like dangerously closer to the ground, some of them very high up. Every once in a while you get a glimpse through where they're coming through. You can see other realities behind, like the portals that are opening up. This is not the world that you remember from when you were, from your perspective, 2 days ago.
Yeah, I think, like I said, I think for the sake of roleplay and such, I would just drink my potions and stuff to bring myself back up. But I'm certainly going to be up there, kind of taking a respite, not sleeping, but just kind of resting and maybe just taking it all in,
Okay.
pondering, if you will.
As you leave the forest, the edge of the forest, to the horizon, you're heading east. You travel for a couple hours, making pretty good time along a well-traveled road. Periodically, you see other like small traveling units kind of like move off to the side. Every once in a while, you have to, like, there's a hard turn, and so like there's like this weird dance where they will send a couple people ahead, and they'll just cut down trees, and they will forge a new road to like go where they want it to go because they can't take that hard turn. It is there's not a lot of trees in this like open area, but there every once in a while there's like a stream or like some rocks or something that kind of help mark the passage of distance.
There's a stream.
I knew you were going to hone in on that word.
You're sleeping
Not
or
having
praying.
A sermon. Oh, a sermon doesn't take that long.
After your sermon, what are you going to do?
I look out the back.
Okay, and you see Taylor sitting there, just kind of chilling.
I guess to see from that vantage point, I won't see the stream though.
Not until you already crossed it.
Yeah, that seems about right.
Does the caravan have a little sign on the back that says "Beware, this caravan takes wine to carry"? Picture of somebody's wagon getting ran over.
It doesn't, but perhaps it should.
It's for my grandkids' inheritance.
So I would like somebody to roll a small d20.
Who's got the smallest D20?
I do. 19.
19.
I wasted it.
Maybe.
So you make really good time. The skies are clear of clouds and of obstructive weather. Meteors are still there, but you don't seem to be going through a overly heavy period of meteor activity. You go about until late midday, when I'm guessing you would see kind of the caravan come to like a bit of a halt.
Yeah, just kind of. And
you see a lone figure standing in the road ahead, kind of like waving their hands, and it is Zardum. You see everybody come to a halt. You guys are kind of rocked in your seats as you're like abruptly stopped, and Zardum walks up to the person at the cockpit, and says something to them. They're outside of ear range of you, and they put the reins down, and then the both of them walk. They dismount from the cockpit and they walk around back to Min's office, and they go in there.
Okay. Can I take flight?
You can.
I would like to fly in front, see if I can see anything.
Okay. As you take to the air, you see, without really any difficulty, what the commotion was. Up ahead in the road, there's a bit of a turn, maybe to the right, and kind of in that area, there has been a huge cave-in, and that section of road has collapsed, revealing underneath it a massive cavern. It's difficult to say from just your vantage point if it would even be safe to try to make a turn there, or just how far away your turn would have to be to be safe.
Can I fly down and do a better look?
Are you going to go in the hole?
Just around the rim. Just investigate the rim. I'll peer down the hole, but I'm just
okay. So as you get down to where the light still will penetrate into the darkness, the nearby rock surface, it looks like there's probably 10 to 15 feet of rock there before this chasm, and underneath it is a massive body of water. Hard to say how deep the water is, but it looks dark and murky.
Did you say it goes down deeper where
it goes down about 20 feet until you hit the water. So there's 15 feet of rock, 20 feet of air, then water, some distance underneath that.
I'll pick up a rock off the ground and I will cast light on it. I'll drop it down the ground and see if anything else illuminates as I drop it down.
So as you
Same water as the other place.
as you drop the light into as you drop the lit rock into the hole, couple split second goes by before you hear the splash. When you hear the splash, you see a shadow move quickly and consumes the rock.
Nah, I don't like that. We've done this before.
Rather than go into the deep hole, stay there.
You just stick your head in there and see if you want.
So, since we stopped, I come out of the caravan
Mm-hmm.
and I look. Is there a stream?
Where you're at right now, there are no streams.
Saddle up my air factory and stick my head in the hole.
That just sounded so weird.
Right?
What are you talking about?
That's how we roll. Consistently.
It seems like this hole seems corrupted. Like it may be afflicted with some disease or something. So I'm gonna fly back to the caravan and presumably see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
I imagine with her getting up, Otter wakes from his nap.
Okay. It would have been 1 hour, so you won't have a full rest.
You can't do it for a short rest, though.
I guess.
So I would say it should probably be about 2 hours. So.
It reminds me, I have these bright, shiny red vials that I found.
You can do it the way I do it.
Just drink
Drink
it.
it. I think you owe me some potions.
I owe you guys so many pieces of potion information.
That Vorpal
yeah.
said you-
Yeah, no.
I think you can just look up what that is.
So yeah, if I see them coming out of the menagerie, I will.
Are you gonna fly back up then? 'Cause last we heard you were right on the rim.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out of the hole.
Okay.
And fly up. back to the and yeah, like I said, seeing them coming out of the caravan, I will fly down.
So you're going out the back door?
Yeah, from the balcony, I guess. I jump down. And I see you and I say, "Hello, Kree. What do you know of this holdup?"
I flew ahead to investigate. It seems we're stopped by a hole in the road. I merely grazed the rim and did not enter. But it seems there's a very dark entity, dark diseased entity in the room. I would not dare venture without company.
Proper protection.
I was just going to say that. Of course.
So, I come back to offer information. What you guys want to do?
Otter comes stumbling out and wiping the sleep out of his eyes. On his mask. And he's like, "So, where we stopped? What's going on?" Looking at you guys.
Yes, Senpai.
What happened?
I realized the exact same thing Kree said. And then
It has to be exactly as I said it, though, verbatim.
In the tone and everything.
So
I'm like, okay, I just kind of like stumbled past.
maybe we should see what Min's plans are for the caravan. And so I start walking up to where Min's spot in the foretop is. Form 1.
Okay. And you see them kind of all like standing now outside. As you approach, you hear Zardum say, "It does not look to be safe. I peered in, and it is hard to say how far back this chasm goes, but with the recent geologic activity, it may not be a safe passage. I would recommend taking an alternative route." Nero, who was helming the beetles, says, "Well, we can turn around, or we could go just maybe a quarter mile one way or the other."
What if we had Guil and the magic stick, we could make part of a bridge? You know the stick that they put up the dragon's butthole?
I don't think that'd be hold enough weight. Because it can only be 150, I think, right? It doesn't matter. Gil's got it.
Gil abandoned us.
Guil left to go be with his family. Don't care about his newfound family here.
I don't know if we're that close.
Yeah, we are.
Min says, "Well, this will take us from our prearranged path. We will have to reschedule our stops. We could either go north or we could go south. I will consult the maps."
Sounds like they've got
Yeah, we're all looking at the maps. We're like, we are consulting the maps.
And he sneaks in to go look at the map. A few minutes later, he comes back out and says, "I could go either way. Management does not have any say in which path we pick. Does anybody have a preference? Are we feeling like a cooler weather? Or do we want some of the warmer weather? Maybe some elves. They're usually pretty stingy with their monies, but those northern folk, they like a little bit more revelry."
Elves.
Yeah, I guess south would be preferable to me.
Otter's like, should I go down in the hole and see what's going on in there?
You are welcome to go, Zardum says. You are welcome to go give it a try, my little friend. But I would not recommend it.
Zardun says this?
Yeah.
And I'm like, don't worry, I'll protect you. He's all like this, gets in like a karate stance in front of her. She's like 9 feet tall. He's like 3 feet tall.
Yeah.
Oh, I have an idea. I don't know what this is going to work. Can I cast Locate Object on that rock that I dropped in there?
Yeah.
Okay, so you fly back. Are we all just going to the hole now?
I'm not going to the hole. It sounds like a bad place to be.
I'll take Otter with me.
Okay.
Otter wants to go see the hole.
Alright, so I will. How big are
This
you?
is a rim job
3
for 2
feet tall.
people.
Yeah.
I'm pretty small.
I will pick him up.
Yep.
And I'll fly over the hole. And he will land on the rim. We'll go no further than the rim. And I will, yeah.
Well, hello.
I will cast, so it says, describe or name an object that is familiar to you. You sense the direction of the object's location as long as the object is within 1,000 feet of you. If the object is in motion, you know the direction of this motion.
So
I will cast that. And I guess I'm hoping to know, is the object within 1,000 feet and what direction it is if it's moving.
you get the sense of where this object is in your mind's eye. It is very slowly making a large serpentine route at maybe 800 or so feet below where you would perceive the top of the water to be.
Okay. So I'll tell Otter, I said, hey buddy, I dropped a rock in here and I can tell that it's about 800 feet down here. And
I'll give you 2 gold if you can go find it.
Yeah, right.
something is, when I dropped it in there, something grabbed it and it's moving with it right now.
Ooh. Ooh.
And you that movement, it goes out of your range for a minute, and you think like, wait, what? And you realize that it has like that the path that it took has gone out of your 1,000-foot radius, and then it comes back in a little bit, goes back out, and then it comes back in again, and like continues to go through that.
So it's almost like whatever it is controlling this new
Well, that sounds interesting. It'd be neat to see what that thing is. But we could do it later. I suppose we should get this caravan rolling. Yeah, we'll go back and we'll report what
Okay, well, they are playing with the rim. Min steps out and says, well, which direction do we want to go?
South.
Yeah, if it matters, if our opinion matters, I guess we're leading south.
Is any problem with that with you, Zardum? South is as good as a direction as any other.
This is true.
South it is. Let us turn around and let's take the hard right, and there is a new road about a couple hours in that direction. We will forge our own path. And you see as they, like now, as you guys are returning, you see the caravan has now made a hard turn to the south, now kind of going into the sun, as it were. Where the beetles are crawling, like there's like open grass in this plain, but you see where the beetles are crawling, they stir it up so fervently with their like legs that it almost looks like they are literally paving a road, like of sand, and it is about 40 to 50 feet wide, right? Like, so it's almost like they're their own road construction crew.
Nice.
So it's weird to see them just laying down this path of sand in front of them. You don't actually, both of you might. You see these beetles, and you suspect that they might even eat some of the grass. These particular beetles, they look like they could be herbivores. So in their like walking, they might just be eating some of the grass too. But the whole thing just takes a hard right, and now is headed almost due south. From your aerial vantage point, you can see that they are kind of skirting the edge of like the mountain range now, because the mountain range, like you were on the tippy top of it, and you've gone out for a couple hours of travel, but now heading due south, it's almost as if you'd be forging a path that runs parallel to the main spine of the mountain.
Is Min, is he out and about, or is he...
Min seems to be looking out of a window. So you see Min, like there's inside the 4-in-1, there's a couple of windows on the backside. Min is like there with the window open, just kind of like looking out. But you see it because the window is like, the shutters are open. There's no...
I was going to say, I'm going to fly over to him real quick and just let him know what I saw in there. If it was ever any of interest to him. I don't see why it would be.
Still Otter hanging from your talons?
Is.
Okay.
I picture him having the time of his life.
Kicking his leg.
Yeah,
Whee!
Keep kicking.
Change your face back to air cockpit again.
Alright.
I'm flying. Well, that is good to know that we made a good decision. I'm having a really hard time keeping Min's voice straight in my head.
He's probably mixing it up too.
Well, he does.
Anybody else falls over in the hole? Just random person. Yeah.
You'd have to be blind not to see, come upon that and stop.
Sometimes you slip past the room.
Riding a horse at night can be dangerous for many reasons.
So I'm back in the menagerie, I guess. But I'm sitting on the balcony, watching the scenery to see if we come to a stream.
Taylor's gonna find somewhere else to be.
Okay.
Wow.
He liked having his alone time on the balcony.
Or, I see you leaving. Why are you leaving?
It's a
So
little crowded out here.
on the menagerie, you could be either in the rear on the balcony, or you could be up front with Remy.
Well, I was gonna say, if you just keep an eye out for a stream or a river, you can have the balcony. You just let me know when you see one.
Are you gonna sit facing front so you know when they're coming up to it? Because this is the back.
Oh, yeah.
Your Highness.
Right. And yeah, the
You can sit up top with me.
I guess that's probably better.
Go sit in the front with Remy.
Up top. I think.
Up top.
Okay. So how?
I'll put Otter wherever he wants to be.
So Otter, where do you want to be?
with Zardum.
Zardum. So Zardum actually got out in front and is walking in front of the beetles very fast, like power walking out ahead. You want to walk with Zardum through the high grass?
Well, it's kind of funny because I only have a 25-foot speed, so I'm like running to catch up. It's like, it's like when the ice cream truck comes through your neighborhood,
Yeah.
and all the kids go running.
So I'm just gonna let you know if you try to get dropped off next to Zarzum, pretty quickly you start to fall behind, and you see, like, just trying to keep up, you would see that the cockpit of the Beetles where Nero is like making ground on you. So if you don't like hop on, you might get left behind.
Right. So I move out of the way, I let them start passing, and I jump on where.
Okay, give me a athletics check to see if you can hop on this thing. It is moving pretty quick.
You and I are both just on top watching this now.
So 8, 9, 10, 11.
You miss,
Are you gonna take pictures?
and you get trampled
Oh
by one of the beetles.
Okay.
no!
Was it Ringo?
For 8 points of trample damage.
Kree, are you going to go
Yeah, I'll
assist
go
our
down and
friend?
save him.
So, are you gonna zip down and save him before the wheel goes over him? Because the
Yeah.
next thing that's gonna hit him is the wheel of this heavy fucking
so I
vehicle.
Try to roll out
What's
of the
your
way.
fly?
Okay.
It's a lot.
So give me
Well, that's
a
right.
dexterity save for your rolling out of the way of the wheel.
Oh my god, a 1.
Oh,
If I dash, I have 140 feet
8. Okay.
fly speed. So
100. So you were paying attention, I'm sure, to this.
So I'm up here.
yeah.
I'm
well,
just,
we were sitting on top of the thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm serving as sentry right now, basically.
Okay. So as you like
Dalang
you
would think
you roll to, like, as part of your rolling to just not get trampled on, you kind of roll to right where the wheel would run over you, and just as you make the realization that, oh fuck, I'm going to get cut in half, you get picked up aggressively by Kree. Kree, roll for me a D4. I'm going to say that the punishment.
Talons, yeah.
Yeah, you get clawed a little bit here as
Because he has to. She's like, oh my god, he's gonna be dead. Just a drive-by save. 4.
of course. But you will find yourself now in the bloody embrace of Kree's talons.
Like, awesome. Thanks, Kree.
And I will, with my other claw, I'll reach down and touch him, and I will cast Cure Wounds on him.
Oh, awesome.
That's second level.
you feel the moisture start to drip from your talons, from the blood that you have just pulled from his body.
I'm like, tell Vardoom I'm dying. I need mouth to mouth.
So that is, let's see.
I see the light.
2d8.
He's like hamming it up.
6, 7, so it's 13 mountain points.
Oh, awesome. Thanks.
That's now you're up. You're up. That's way more healing than you got damaged. There you go. From
So
that.
I'll just tap him on his forehead,
Just
like a
Heck him with his beard.
like an irritated parent who's like, they're mad at their kid, but like not really. Just kind of like
Yeah.
Mhm.
a little thump on the forehead.
Okay, so you are now carrying Otter. What are you gonna do?
You're going back in the
Put him in time out.
I'm just gonna tuck him in real quick.
Hey, like a little kid who again doesn't want to go back.
You drop him in the front or in the back?
In the back.
Preferably by Taylor.
Yeah, in the back, right Taylor.
Okay. Give me,
Imagine the babysit.
because I think it's funny, give me a
No, Taylor,
Acrobatics
you're so rude. You won't stay
check.
with me, but you're gonna stay here with Otter.
I think I've developed a soft spot for this little.
You're right.
thing.
This little freak. Oh no.
Is it a good roll?
He's gonna cheat.
What did you say? What
Acrobatics.
Not great. 7.
7. So as he comes as he comes to drop off Otter, you can see that he like swoops in, and he like you can tell like there's from your perspective you're like, oh he's gonna hit me, and at the last second he pulls up, and instead of him hitting you, he just throws Otter into your lap.
I think I do stand up and get him off of me immediately. Because Otter smells awful. It's well established.
Yeah.
Dump him unceremoniously onto the ground.
And I try to, like, I realize where I'm at. So, did you get knocked prone with me hitting you?
Nah.
I would say like you kind of like the combination of you being thrown and your reaction of standing up is not necessarily knocked prone, but like you bounce off the belly.
Okay. Alright, and like shakes it off, and it's like the drunk friend who wants to hug you. I get up and I'm like, hey, thank you, buddy. Like hugging your leg.
Raining Otters over here.
Yeah,
Right
right.
out in the forecast. Thanks,
Like,
Kree.
And then post that, I'll fly back up to
Okay.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
the perch.
Like, I think I'm gonna go back to bed now.
Yeah, you seem a little punch drunk.
Yeah.
Sleep it off.
Nice. That's what I here.
Looking for the river.
Ooh, there it is.
I wonder, she must. This elf lady, did she have like a little pouch of stuff on her? Did she have a mirror in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm checking myself out. Fix my hair in the wind.
Sure.
Okay. 4 d20s and this d12.
Oh, we have a big one?
I will say this just for the sake of whatever. Before I dropped Otter off in the nest, I took out one of my, as we were flying, one of my kind of nicer feathers,
Aw.
and I stuck it maybe somewhere in his pack or something. Like
Okay, that's good.
enough where he wouldn't notice it right away, but he would
20.
find it if he took
Nice.
it off.
Get a no, don't get a 20.
I
Wait,
think the
no,
20s
yeah.
is good.
Yeah, get a 20.
Oh,
No.
I don't have about
12.
12, 11, 8, and 20. 8 on the d12, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Are we rolling 5 of these?
No, I think it's 4 and then the 5.
Yeah.
The different one's done to it.
Yeah.
Yep.
We do roll this one as well. I rolled this one.
Okay.
It's 4
That one.
big
Oh, right, because
D20s.
we have 5 now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exploded in there.
So
11, 12, 16, 20. And then
11.
D8.
12.
My 20!
Nice.
Do something good for us.
2 gigantic meteors crashing.
Yeah, exactly.
Sandwiches us.
They
It's
landed
funny,
right on-
I literally think this is the highest rolling game you've ever had here.
Yeah.
By far. It's all been like 19s, 20s, whatever.
Except for my mind wipe.
Right.
That
all
was
the-
a disadvantage
all the
4.
damage you've taken. A portal rips open right above Otter's bed.
Yeah.
Right.
Meteors right on him.
Okay, I will give you the option. You can increase for the 20.
Uh-huh.
You can either increase your d12 back to a d20, or you can take the encounter.
Oh.
What difference does it make if
Yeah.
this is a D8?
Yeah, I don't
Or
know.
D12 versus a D20?
Just less than-
Percentages.
Because we're still
Okay.
saying that under 10 is bad?
Under 50% is bad.
Okay. Well, it is.
So you have like a far
With
less.
50%, it's the same.
No, well, I mean, conceivably,
Yeah.
but
That's
it can.
good- good
I
encounter.
will also say that you can go down to a d4,
Sure.
and anything other than a 4 on a d4
I see.
is not going to bode well for you.
So I guess, quick question. Is the encounter guaranteed to be positive for us?
On a 20,
Yeah.
yes.
I think we need something good happening to our party.
Okay.
I mean, you guys put in your input.
Roll the d8.
I'm-
The D12?
No, I meant like.
Sorry, d8 for the encounter. If you're gonna do
We're
that.
aligned? Okay. We're gonna have.
To be honest with you, I don't know what any of this, like, how this affects us. So
Yeah,
I think this is
you'll
probably,
see.
if it's a good thing, then sure.
3.
3. Okay.
Should have maybe used the tiny die.
Oh,
They're all gonna be good, is what he said.
Okay. Okay. So, as you, as the time progresses, you're still flying?
no, I landed back with
Okay.
Lady Krishna.
Merry Christmas.
Okay. You make it back onto a more major road, and you turn to the left to continue east. It isn't long on that road before you come across a site of a previous impact. There is what looks like a trader caravan, kind of like pushed to the side of the road, as a number of those like caravan carts have gotten destroyed by really what can only be described as like a sideways rain of mid-sized meteors. You see a couple people sitting there on like the carts. They weren't able to give them restorative medicine quick enough, and they are just sitting dead like in their seats where they were hit. They managed to move everything off the main thoroughfare, but everybody is kind of just licking their wounds as you go past.
This is supposed to be a good encounter?
The
You find all these dead people on the way.
Hooray!
The good parts, we're gonna loot them.
I
The
guess.
good part is that it wasn't you that got hit by a meteor. The bad part is you get hit by a meteor. The good part is you don't get hit by a meteor.
As you are like taking in this like site of destruction,
Yes.
is there anything that you want to do?
I think naturally I'm in trouble. Helping people who can.
I guess, do I even know about it if I'm sitting on the balcony facing behind?
You start to see like as you're like the caravan is kind of spread out over the course of like a quarter mile. It is quite a long caravan of traders, and like this spray must have happened. You can tell the spray must have happened like at maybe 15 degrees from behind. It just sprayed through and like cut like this whole caravan like at a 15-degree angle.
Can I tell like the origin of it?
Seems to have just started in midair.
It opens.
I've been
Oh,
playing with
yeah.
it the whole time.
You can bring me down with you, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. Take Krishna down with me.
Okay. What are the two of you going to do?
So there's still people alive there.
Depending on which cart you go to, yes.
Okay.
Some of the carts are like
Maybe we should ask him in if we should stop and help. If we've left to the front. So the caravan doesn't just leave us behind.
Oh, I get you.
Oh. Okay. Okay. That's
I'm playing fast for that.
okay. Well then we can just go
Otter, you
right
just
down.
chilling out on the chair?
Oh, I went back. I crawled back in the cot.
Okay.
Because I'm going down because I think I
It's been a
want to.
shitty day.
Who rolled the d20?
And me.
Okay.
I want you to keep up the good impression that I'm a good person. So maybe this builds up more trust and brownie points. So yeah, I'm going down with you to try to help these people. So
I will very gently, without hurting her. I think I wouldn't grab her by the shoulders like I did Otter. I might actually just like in the least violating way.
Caress her across the midsection.
Yes, and bring her down.
Okay.
Okay, so how many caravans?
So you land. You see them on the side of the road. Is there anything that you want to do as the caravan Carnival continues to move past?
I guess. Well, do I know how fast you can move?
You've seen them move pretty fast.
Okay, I'm sure he moves faster than me, and if the caravan's not stopping, I guess I would kind of figure that they're just gonna catch up. So I don't really know what I would be able to do.
Okay. So, as the
Bye.
caravan leaves you two behind.
This is happening a lot.
Yes. You're going to try to find some people to heal?
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
So first, I'm gonna go to the caravan that has the dead people,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna search it.
Okay. There is a bunch of like wares like wrapped in like cloth bags, and a interesting looking treasure chest.
Oh, I'm gonna investigate it. She's learned. She's gotten smarter. She's gonna see if it's trapped. Oh, haha. What do I add to that? It's a 19 plus.
It does not appear to be trapped.
Okay, I open it.
As you open it, you like the first couple of seconds of like the
God, I hope it's a minute.
the gape, you hear, and as you open it more, like that, like you've already started the motion. You can't necessarily stop.
Yeah.
You start to see light coming out from inside this crate, and there's like a shimmering, like semi-stable wormhole here, and floating in the middle is a massive green emerald.
We happy?
Yeah.
Oh, we happy.
We good?
It looks like it is a cluster of emeralds,
Okay.
pure as could possibly be. They are green and practically see-through,
Wow.
but they are like hovering inside this crate.
Do I see that too, or am I distracted?
You've gone off to help people.
There must be a reason why they kept it in this thing. No, she doesn't want to carry that. She's going to try to grab the emerald.
You're gonna stick your hand in there?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Give me a sleight of hand check or an athletics check to see how. Like, are you gonna just slowly reach in there, or are you gonna like try to yoink it out there?
She's going to try to yoink it.
Okay.
It seems...
I was gonna say, so tell me if this is too
Oh, no!
metagamey.
What did you get?
That's a 7.
A 7.
Oh, it looked like a 1.
Tell me if this is too metagamey, if so. But as I'm going around helping these people, are they like mentioning anything about like what they were protecting, what they were doing? Like, is there anybody that's like, I gotta get back to this?
We'll get back to that in a second. So you reach in and you go to grab this giant emerald,
Yeah.
and for a split second you feel like your hand kind of comes detached from your arm
Ooh.
as it goes into this space.
Yeah, no.
But then, like, you've already started the motion. Like,
Yeah.
you can't like stop.
Yeah.
And then you feel like your hand again become attached as you like touch that emerald. And as you like grab it and pull out, like there's like a cold little sleeve on your arm that like moves across your hand. And as it gets to the emerald, you pull your hand out and you're fine.
And Emerald's still in the box, though.
Emerald is in your hand.
I have
You
it!
can put down a emerald worth 500 gold in your inventory.
I talked to it.
You look at the crate, and that pocket is still there inside the crate. You
Obviously, I wouldn't be asking them. Oh, are you guys protecting something? Like, I was just curious.
so you're paying attention to what they're saying and kind of trying to read them for if there's anything going on.
Yeah, I think just general what would you confiding conversations as I'm helping these people out.
These people or the people back in town, or both, or just people in general?
The people in the caravan. That I'm out healing.
These particular individuals are far more concerned about like the reign of death that they have just experienced, and most of them are talking about, you know, what can we salvage? Like, are any of these carts still going to have anything worth selling? We're going to have to consolidate the stuff. Can we find the best cart? There's a couple of them that are more, I should say, a couple that were less scathed by the impacts, and so they're kind of taking the lead. They don't seem to be leaders, but they are trying to do what they can to like salvage this caravan's situation.
But no mention of anything that would make me think that she had maybe found something within them. Okay.
No.
Alright, I'll just go about my business.
Anything else you want to do?
Well, it's like, as general knowledge, would I think that the box itself with the portal is valuable?
I mean, you've never seen a box with a portal in it before.
Yeah, I know. But
Do you want to try to grab the box?
how big is it?
It's yay big. Like it's not super big. It's a small treasure chest.
Okay. I grab it and I run over to Kree. I say, Kree, look at this thing.
You opening it?
I'm gonna have it already open. And I'm saying it was opened, and look at it. It's a.
So, give me a perception roll from you.
5.
So you quickly pick up this box,
Yeah.
and without paying very much attention to the surroundings around you,
Yeah.
you pick it up and you run over to where Kree is.
Yeah.
You show Kree this box, and it's just a plain empty box. There's nothing going on there.
Okay, but are you dealing with the people in the caravan who got injured?
Yeah.
So she took a box from this caravan
That's
that
empty.
Yeah.
These people were
Yep.
And now
traveling
she's
with.
showing the stolen chest.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here. Oh, the box you just grabbed was from the caravan of the people that I'm helping. So you're like holding their
Yeah.
stuff in front
Yeah.
of them.
Look what I
It
found.
found.
It was just
Yeah.
up back here.
There was some.
In the bubble of all
I
your
swear,
guys'
a minute
stuff.
ago there was some
Bunch of dead people
interstellar portal coming from
And
this
you
box.
you look inside the box, and it is empty.
I look back and it's like, there was a portal there.
Is there any sort of immediate reaction from any of the people around?
These folks are not paying any attention to what you got going on. One of them kind of like gives you side eye as to like what's in your hands, but then like as quickly as they like glanced at you, they look away. More concerned about like the blood that's gushing out of their arm
Yeah. Okay.
than anything.
Well, now, I mean, I've already lost memory, so maybe I'm just nutso. I just go put it back. I put it back in the spot and I look at it.
As you go to that spot to
Yeah.
put it back, you see that portal is just sitting there
Oh.
in the spot.
Oh. Kree,
Hmm.
come here.
Okay, this guy's arm is just gushing blood, and I'm like,
Bring him. I can heal him too.
Bandaging him up and like, just give me a second, and I'll walk over.
I'll heal them in a second too. But
So you come to this cart, and above, like, sitting in the back of this cart, there is a stable, crackling, like, energy vortex.
see, this is what I was saying was in the box, but it's here.
Do you notice anything particular about it? I mean, obviously it's a portal that's like, if I take a closer look at it, do I see anything in there?
Are you gonna stick your head in it?
Stick my head in the mysterious hole.
No.
I keep offering him the opportunity to just investigate further.
Right?
I think maybe I'll take like the tip of my wing with just like the flight feather on it and kind of.
And as you put your wing through it, you see a moment where it distorts like you would if you were like putting your arm into water, right? Like that, like refraction distortion. And you just move your wing through and it just goes right through.
So this is obviously like a non-tangible, like it couldn't be taken, it couldn't be picked up. But obviously somehow it was moved, right? Like,
I put the box around it. Does it...
The box seems to fit around this space.
And then I pull the box and it just go through the portal.
Goes right through the portal.
I don't know. I feel like something. Wait, this portal is probably not important at all.
I stick my head in.
Is the caravan just gone?
Oh.
You stick your head in it.
Bird brain, right?
What do you see?
So as you put your head through the horizon of it, like kind of like as you'd stick your head into the water, like you feel the tip of your beak go cold, and then you feel this little region of coldness like go across like your face, and as it hits your eyes, you see an astral sea, and like just for that split second as it like passes your eyes, you're seeing off into infinity in like all directions.
Oh.
Like you have, because of even your bird vision, like you have that like greater field of view, and you see that like what the sky looks like here, but like in every direction against the astral sea. And then you push past it, and then you see like a little bubble, like that's just kind of like this, like around where your head is, not much bigger than your field of vision. And if you like, you can feel now like this cold sphere, like where your head is, like right where your eyes are, it's warm, but everything else like around you is cold. It's a little disorienting, like you're not taking damage, but if you stayed there a lot longer, you probably would.
What can we do with this?
I don't think we're supposed to do anything with this.
Is the carnival gone?
Carnival is like going like it's probably a eighth of a mile down the road now.
Sure.
You're the mystical one.
I don't have anything.
Well, we've determined it's probably not dangerous, so I think we're fine. But I wanted to bring it.
But obviously, there's no way to like, grab this thing.
No.
You can try to do an investigation check to see if there's.
Yeah. That's good. That's really good.
Yeah. I just feel like having a portal to the astral sea is
19.
good.
So as you like look around in this space,
I want to use one of my inspirations too. Would it matter if I got a higher roll?
We can find out.
Okay, I'm gonna use my inspiration just because I kind of like this thing.
I know. It's interesting.
So that's a 5, so that'd be a total of 24.
I also have inspiration if I want to assist you. I have my 1d4.
You gonna try to assist?
Sure.
You can roll your d4.
No, that's a 1.
Okay, so total of 25.
25.
Okay.
Bird and spider bring together. What do we think?
So 25 makes it a legendary success, technically speaking. However, in this space, you don't have a lot of things that you're working with because you are out on a grassy field on the side of a road in a bit of a like panhandler's wagon. As you like sift through the things that you find there, one thing kind of give me a second here to think about how this would work.
Can we open the door? It's getting kind of
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
humid in here.
as all our eyes are like rolling back into our head.
Mm-hmm. I'm like, yeah, the toasty mother. Some airflow going.
You find one thing that seems deeply out of place here, aside from this portal. You find a magically enchanted ribbon on a roll. Like it's like lace or something that somebody would use for maybe either a strap on something incredibly fine. It was tucked away in a place that probably would not be normally easy to find, but because of the damage that had come through here, it was the only thing that, like, one of the things that like seemed to restrict or like resist the damage, so it stands out because of how the other damage had happened here. You notice that, like, as you're like handling it, kind of trying to figure out like what you could use here, like you unravel it a little bit, and it like starts to like arch, like you unloose the ribbon, and where it would normally hang down to gravity, it starts to like reach towards this portal. What do you want to do?
Portal on a leash. So, yeah, put part of it into the.
And as you try to like move it towards the portal, it starts to like wrap around the portal.
Whoa, portal on a leash. Yeah.
And once like you fully loose it, the portal now is kind of contained inside this ribbon. But like it also feels a little bit unstable. Like you touch the ribbon, and like every once in a while you feel that cold ripple come through your hands. You probably need something more mundane to move the ribbon.
In the box.
Okay.
Put it in the box. There we go.
Okay, so we have a wrapped portal in a box.
In a ribbon in a box.
Portal in a ribbon in a box on a spider.
Yeah.
Oh, a portal in a ribbon in a box on an elf with a spider inside her.
Yeah.
That's the title of this episode.
So, yeah, because you're gonna carry me, so at least until we get back to the caravan, I'll carry the box and you'll carry me. But we will go and help.
A portal in a ribbon in a box on an elf with a spider inside her, being carried by a bird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so
So
I think
in front of all the people that you just helped.
You're stealing your shit. It's over.
it's not theirs. This is the one with the dead people in it. We go help these. Well, if they have a problem, we don't have to help them. But I still have some healing touches and stuff, so we go and we heal some more people. And I don't know if I'm thinking if we're done healing, we'd go back, but it's up to you. What do you want to do?
How far away is the caravan?
Caravan now, you're gonna have to like book it for a little while to catch up to the caravan.
He loves to fly. He's a bird.
All right. Well, at this point now, obviously she's got a chest in her hand.
Which is like only a pound because this portal has 0 weight. Those would be 2 pounds, like 1 pound for the chest, 1 pound for the probably 1.5 pounds for the chest, and like a 1/16 of a pound for the ribbon.
Okay. Yeah, so I guess if we finish healing, can I take one more look at everything and see if there's anything we might have missed?
Oh, there's. I mean, are you looking just in that one cart or like in general? There is like this looks like it is a full caravan of the full range from everyday wares to magically enchanted like weapons.
Oh.
Like there are a couple of carts, like as you are moving forward, you see like there are carts that are under heavy guard. That, I mean, it could even be just a bank
Oh, if only
cart.
you were here, we could sell all this stuff.
Too bad.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm not a thief.
No, I said we could sell all our diamonds and stuff if
Oh.
Taylor was here.
Well, yeah.
We didn't know that.
Like I said, I'm not.
Yeah.
I was just gonna see if there was anything else interesting, but yeah, I'm not gonna steal any magic weapons or anything like that.
Well, I wasn't seeing like we could buy them.
Okay.
What kind of magic weapons we got here? What can I use? What can she
Should
use?
Should I fly back and grab? I mean, we're gonna spend a lot of time on this caravan. We just got 2 people sitting here doing nothing.
I'm gonna go walk around for a second.
Okay. I guess okay, we can leave.
Okay. We'll go ahead and fly back to the
Okay.
caravan.
Okay.
By the time you get back to the caravan, it is now probably evening,
Sure.
and you are getting a little bit worried about just how far ahead of you this caravan has gotten. They make amazing time. You probably almost take it. I'm going to say you take a point of exhaustion.
Well, I was gonna say I'm flying at half speed already because I'm killing
Yeah.
somebody.
So you're like, if you'd waited really any longer,
Yeah.
the high possibility you would have been fully left behind. Thankfully, the caravan is pretty easy to spot, even in dim light.
Yeah, they have a trail.
Yeah.
So I'll take a point of exhaustion, which won't matter because we're probably gonna
Yeah.
And that ends our first full day of travel by caravan.
And we come in and we show you this
Yeah.
box. We found a portal.
It looks like a box.
Okay. So
Are you looking at
you do that,
Uh-huh.
and as you bring this box into proximity with Taylor,
Oh.
you feel your box pulling you towards Taylor. Taylor, the box that you're carrying, is now pulling you towards her.
Oh.
What are you guys doing?
It seems like they shouldn't probably touch. I'm gonna try to back away.
I need a strength save from you,
Yeah.
and I need a strength save from you.
Okay.
The number to hit here is a 14.
Is she just a 0?
Yeah,
You have
26.
okay. You're anchored.
16.
Okay, so like you feel this when you get to a certain distance away from one another that you have like a polarity pull of these two boxes towards each other, but you manage to hold your ground and stop one another from
Oh,
getting
man.
too close.
See, it sounds interesting to me.
What the hell are we carrying around? What are you carrying around?
We found a portal.
To what?
Kree
The astral
saw.
sea. Everyone's
Why
like,
did you bring it back? Okay.
bird brain there.
It seemed
You're telling
pretty
me- wait.
significant.
Seemed like a
You're
good
telling me your
idea
whole
at the
race is
time.
stupid, and that's why you brought this back?
There's anytime I think of would I do something or like roll a d20 at disadvantage if I hit under a 10, I'm like, yeah, just do it.
I mean, what the hell
Call
are you talking
call
about?
it bird brain.
It seemed
I'm
interesting.
Yeah, it seemed of significance.
How often do you see stable portals just chilling in the world?
Well, not
Next
often.
week.
If I do, I would sure as hell leave it alone.
What is in that box?
Oh, that's right, because
Taylor's doing?
We don't know. We haven't opened it, and we were not paid to ask questions about it.
Well, you guys weren't paid to ask questions.
Oh, were you paid to ask questions?
Well, I wasn't, but I
Well,
don't
there
have
you
any.
go.
I don't have any. I'm under no contract to not open the box.
I mean, if you're not
So,
under contract, it sounds like an
above table
business.
here, I will remind you,
Mhm.
because I'm sure Guil at some point had told you,
Yes.
nobody can mess with this box because it is heavily trapped.
Oh yeah, I did forget about that.
Heavily trapped.
Okay.
But I just
you
wanted
don't have to
someone to
mention
have
it.
an Anansi issue. I wanted it to get
Solve so
warmer.
many problems.
I kind of want to put that box in this light portal.
What?
Put the box in the portal box.
No, we're not doing that.
That box.
Your
is-
Highness, we're not doing that. I will throw you off of the balcony if you think about doing that again.
Well, what do you know of the box that these people are carrying?
I just know that these two seem attracted to each other. Seems like a good enough reason for magical stuff as any.
That sounds like a terrible idea. As someone who knows a modicum of magic. What are you doing?
Yeah, so as an alien, she's gonna rush and try to
I'm gonna push her away.
touch the box.
Okay,
I have it on my back for one
you're gonna
thing.
take your box and try to touch her box? That just did not come out right.
Without my consent, mind you.
Right.
Right? So you're gonna forcefully try to touch the boxes together.
Yeah.
You're gonna resist.
Yes.
So give me a.
Do I need to leave the room?
I mean, so for you, it's gonna be a. Let's just do a contested strength check.
I rolled an 18. But that was
That was to determine what you were gonna
yeah. But I want to use my 18.
12.
Okay.
Is it athletics or is it strength?
do. If you want to use your strength or you want to use your athletics.
I mean, athletics is a strength check. I'm just proficient in it. So
Okay,
yeah,
we'll give.
15.
We'll give you that.
It doesn't matter. 11, and then
Okay.
she had what? Acro, not athletics.
+1
Yeah.
strength. Oh, you're doing acrobatics?
No, I'm saying that she had a proficiency in one of them, but it wasn't
Gotcha.
athletics. It was acrobatics.
Okay.
So it's an 11. So you
I shove
evade.
her away.
Yeah.
Now, where is this all taking place?
Inside the menagerie.
Mhm.
Is this where I'm like sleeping?
Yep.
Yep.
I'm like, good God, you yo-yos! I'm trying to fucking sleep.
I
What is going on here?
want to take the box from you.
Please do.
Oh,
Okay.
my box now.
What are you doing?
Go ahead. Give me a strength check.
Can I do an acrobatics instead?
You can do it acrobatics. Yep.
And I want to do acrobatics.
Go ahead.
Because she's proficient.
Yep.
right?
You get a +2 or +3 or +2.
She had a plus
Pro-
3 to dex, and then she's proficient.
Yeah, so plus-
+5.
While they're doing that, is there a door to the balcony?
Yes.
I'm gonna go out to the balcony and shut the
Nope,
door.
that's an 8. Does he get it? What'd you get?
Yeah.
Okay. You got it. So you're outside. You're inside.
I'm gonna take the box and I'm going to. However I could, I'm gonna strap it onto myself.
Oh.
Okay.
And obviously, she's not. Something's going on here. She's rushing at this woman or this person to
Taylor's a man. Sorry.
rushing at Taylor to try to throw her box at this other box, and I just don't feel comfortable. So I think it's best that I carry it for now.
Okay. Fair enough. So you have the portal on a leash in a box
Lasso.
By a
On a-
bird.
on a bird.
It's not coming
In a
up
menagerie.
Thank God.
I'm like, what is going on? Anansi, are you okay?
Wait, hang on. Wait.
Who's okay?
Did you call her Anansi in character?
I'm.
Okay.
Who is Anansi? I'm Zar.
Oh,
Zarel
yeah,
Christmas.
yeah, King Christmas, whatever the fuck your name is.
You may address me as
Do
your
I,
highness.
do I clock that?
Give me a perception check, because you're still trying to get this wrapped.
Because I'm still like in bed, like throwing the covers around.
15.
You could totally clock it.
But would you think it's him being weird, or you think it...
That's your question.
It's like when you get woken up out of a dead sleep.
I feel like you would think he's being weird. Like, there'd be no reason that you think I'm a body snatcher.
Well, so we'll put it this way. So I've been keeping track mentally. I should probably write it down.
I've been cursed.
You've had 3 rolls to convince me otherwise.
Yeah.
But you failed once. You have 3 that you succeeded and 1 that you failed. So I'm just gonna mark that down.
Yeah.
As a failure.
Okay.
So you're almost back to neutral and me not really knowing what's going on. So I'm just kind of like.
What about the fact that I've been around healing people like a good person? How dare you?
So that's the 5th interaction, like you said, that we've had where something was odd is going on.
Oh, everyone here's odd. It's for you.
Okay, so what are we doing? What are you doing? You're
I'm
on
out on the balcony with the door closed.
Okay, what are you just gonna sleep out there?
I might have to.
Well, no, he has the box now.
I don't know that.
So I'm gonna fly back up to the top of the caravan where I live.
You go out the front door.
Back door.
So you go out the balcony, so now.
Okay, so now you see. Now you have to give.
Yeah,
she's out the back door.
Okay, then I'll go out the front door.
No, you already went out the back.
No, yeah, you went out the back door.
I
don't think you would have realized that the boxes were pulling themselves together.
Okay.
So you open up the nearest door to leave.
I don't want anybody to come out here.
But unfortunately, the door opens in. So going outside.
Okay.
So
Please.
So I need you to roll a strength check.
Please
and you too.
I want to see Kree take off and then Taylor like magnetically fly through the air and attach.
18.
12.
Okay, so you start like sliding on the ground towards Taylor. Like you feel the box pulling you towards Taylor. Taylor has like got it and is holding off. You want to say something in this moment?
Get that box away from me. Dumbass.
I don't seem so crazy now, do I? I don't say that, but.
What are you gonna do?
Is it like actually like?
It is
dragging
fully
you.
dragging you. Like a minute, like as time pulls by, like you're sliding across the ground. What are you gonna do? You need a quick solution, otherwise you're gonna hit.
Let it drag you. Let it drag you. You stop and you think.
I didn't really want to do this, but it's
7,
obviously-
6, 5.
I'm gonna cast
4.
Gust of Wind and I'm gonna push Taylor away from
Push
me.
yourself, dude.
Taylor is up against
that's
against
that's a good point.
the railing, so you push him up against the
I
railing.
can use if they're not gonna move, I can use that wind to push myself.
Yeah,
back.
propel yourself back.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so you do that and you kind of like float up above like the menagerie as the caravan like goes underneath you now, and you're kind of up here.
This portal's important. I know I have to do something because I've said so.
So please tell me that magnetic box that Taylor has is still wanting to
You feel it pulling you upwards, but you're
leave
holding onto
But
you're
yeah,
holding onto the
you're
railing.
holding it. You're fine.
So do we get like a
You
rough-
feel it now pulling you down a little bit.
Do we get is there a rough distance
Yes.
of like how far we can be apart from each other?
About 5 to 15 feet. It seems to fluctuate a little bit.
Well, if Taylor's staying at the back of the
Sure.
caravan,
We just watch like from inside. You're sliding this way as he goes this way.
I'm going up to the front to sit on the front one of
Okay, so on the front, the 4-in-1.
Yeah.
Okay, so you perched on top of the 4-in-1.
those. Yeah, with this
Okay.
box.
And there is a like little spot there on top of the 4-in-1 where like the sign and the roof kind of come together. So if you wanted to like put the box down, it would sit there. Or you could just like perch wherever. Like there's a spot where conceivably if you like hid stuff Like, it would just sit there.
Anybody who can fly
Or get up there by any other means would be able to see it, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Like, there's a couple of, like, you can see there's some, like, leaves and stuff that got stuck there, and there's some grass growing. Like, it's one of those kind of little pockets on a roof.
You should secure it then. With the rope.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and I'll put it up there and I'll kind of, as best I can, conceal it, but also try to secure it.
Okay.
Up there so it's not, until you walk in there and burst through the ceiling.
Roll a perception check.
Pretty good. 19.
You get the sense like you're being watched.
You can be watched.
Yes.
Can you see anybody?
You cannot.
Don't leave it there. We've seen it. The precious.
It's dark out.
It is pitch black out. What are you guys doing now? Well, he's...
I guess
I'm staying on a balcony and I close the door again.
Okay.
Does it have a lock?
No, but if you have a little length of rope, you could tie the knob to the
I'm
railing.
sure that I do, yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna work on doing that.
Okay.
Nobody's coming out here.
Okay.
If I see that bird, I'm gonna kill him.
I'm just going back to my bunk. Disappointed.
Are you gonna roll over and go back to sleep?
No, I jump out of my bunk and I'm all, listen here, you can't do that. You go right back to bed. You've been waking my ass up this whole entire time. And it's like when you have a sibling, you throw the blankets over them and then you pretend to like punch them. You know what I mean? Well, listen here, I'm gonna get goddamn sleep. And then I just jump up and rip a big old fart and then run back to my bunk.
Okay, I'm gonna make you roll a Constitution save for Otter's fart as part of your punishment.
17 plus whatever.
Otter, I would like you to roll a stench check with advantage.
Is that performance?
Natural 20.
Alright.
You're gonna take
Gross.
One necrotic damage. There's so many good brain cells
I'll take
dying.
it. Roll a d4. And you have the poison condition for the next 6 hours.
I'm poison resistant.
It's only one,
Damn it.
but it just sticks to her.
That's
Yeah.
damage, though.
Yeah, it is for damage. So let's say you are stunned or mildly stunned for the next hour as you try to get this stench out of your nose. It seems to linger there like oil. You can almost taste it just a little bit.
I want to know when I became the villain in your story, because all I was trying to do was get the box away, which is exactly what you wanted. She was the one trying to throw it at you.
You guys came back with it for a reason I cannot understand.
If you found it, you would have done the same.
I would have taken the gem and I would have left the portal alone.
No, that's the gem was $500. You
Yeah.
got plenty of that. No, the
Portal
was
is
the interesting
good.
thing.
It seems like a key item because I'm just convinced it is.
Well, there you go. Sold.
Okay.
I'd say you're a villain, but you're certainly.
What else do you want to do up on the
slipping
roof?
in my esteem.
So I can't see anybody.
I would not leave the box there.
Yeah, I'm not going to
Too bad you're not there.
leave the box.
Give me a will save.
Oh. He doesn't see his little eyeball coming out on the hand.
Yeah. You forget everything.
What is will?
Wisdom.
Wisdom, yeah.
But you Pathfinder.
17.
You find yourself like maybe against your better judgment, just saying, this will probably be okay.
See, it's important. Why would anyone else be trying to get
I
it?
would be okay leaving it up there by
Yeah.
itself. Well, it is.
You get the sense that it will be safe here.
Okay. Well, like I said, I still plan on. That's where I'm gonna sleep. I'm gonna sleep on top of it.
And you get the sense that you are safe here too.
Oh,
Good.
you and the box are both safe here.
Okay.
Good. You're safe.
Great. Perfect.
You're going to bed.
Yeah, that's where I'm gonna sleep.
Okay.
Is right there next to the box. All kind of ruffled in my feathers.
Okay. And with that,
Can spiders smell?
I have a host body that probably has olfactory senses.
and you are dialed into those senses.
I was like, and that one was like, I could cut off my nose and just regrow it, but that doesn't change anything.
This gets on the webs inside
Yeah.
your host. Like it is proper rank. And with
they
that,
have the curdled, gruel. Yes.
right?
So,
I have shampoos. Pour some shampoo inside my house. Onto the web and scrubbing them.
Nazis there. Trying to get the smell off. And with that, we will put all of our heroes to rest for the evening.